my escaping place has always been singing. And so all my life I grew up singing in church. I grew up just singing. Everything I do, singing is involved in it. If you know me personally, you would know that whatever I do, I sing when I wash dishes, when I go to the bathroom, in my bed, when I'm studying. Everything that I do, even walking in the street, I'm singing like a madman because singing has always been that escaping place for me. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm katlegorenaldo, the happiest guy alive, and welcome to another video. I'm excited to share this one with you guys. It was this one Sunday when me and my parents, or my parents and their friends, were chilling back home, and at that time, I think my parents were having some sort of family gathering, braaiing and having some drinks. And my uncle was also there. At that time, cars was so vibrant, so he came with his car, and then me and my cousins were just around the car, and we were just playing inside of the car, and yeah, we were just having our moments, and we were just enjoying ourselves at the Sunday afternoon. And my parents were always also sitting outside of the house, and so we were just playing in the car. And while I was just playing in the car, you know how kids are, we always look for things. I would say we would always try to go and look for stuff in the most inappropriate places, or where you're not supposed to look for stuff. So at the time, I was just looking in the car, looking for change, 50 cents, 1 rand. And while I was just snitching my uncle's car, I came to the door at the driver's seat, and just next to the door, this passage, I don't know what they call it, but while I was just putting my hand in there and just, I don't know, even know, maybe I was looking for money or just something, but while I was just looking in there, I found this packet. It's like a sachet, and it was, in this thing was pills, and then I put the pills back, and then I put it back, and then the day went on. Around 5 o'clock the afternoon, and we went back into the house because the sun started to set. So me and my parents and my family went inside of our home, and my parents were just laughing and talking, and I was just sitting there close to the kitchen, so I could hear the conversation that they were sharing with each other. And I heard my mom asked my uncle, did you bring those sleeping pills? I was like, sleeping pills? So my uncle said, yes, I brought the sleeping pills. It's in my car, and I will give it to you before I leave. And when I heard that, I immediately zoned out, and I heard these voices, these conversations in my head going, Ronaldo, go drink those pills. Ronaldo, go drink those pills. Ronaldo, go drink. And I tried so hard to avoid what was going on in my head. I tried so hard to not listen to what was going on in my head, but I kept on it. Ronaldo, go drink those pills. Ronaldo, go drink those pills. Go take those pills. Go take those pills. And immediately I found myself back in the car with the pills in my hand. And I took one. I went back inside of the house. I put it on my tongue. I drank the water. I went to go sit next to my mom. And I had this expectation that I was going to feel some kind of way. But I felt absolutely nothing. I absolutely just felt the same way, and I was like, no, go back. And those voices came back again. They're like, Ronaldo, go take more. So I went and I took a handful of these pills, went back inside of the house, put it on my tongue, drank water, went back to my mom. I was sitting there, and I was trying to feel some kind of way, and nothing happened. But just 10 minutes, 15 minutes after that, I just felt like I heard nothing. I looked at my parents. I saw them speaking, but there was no sound coming out. So I was just feeling like I'm getting mad, and I'm just like, Mom, I'm trying to tell my mom what's going on. And she's like, what's going on with you? What's going on? Everyone starts freaking out. I start crying. My parents start crying. And then my eyes just turned white. And everyone knew at the time something was wrong with me. and I fainted. And at that time, I wasn't aware of what was going on. I don't remember what was going on. And then the next thing I just saw myself, we were at the counter of the hospital. So I could hear people freaking out, people screaming. My parents was like, something's wrong with my child and I don't know what's wrong with him. So I just saw me in my father's hands, and then I could see like the hospital and stuff. But I knew at the time that I was going to die. My life was over. And my parents freaked out so much. I think it was 2-3 days afterwards, I woke up in a hospital, and my mom came, and my mom was like, why did you drink pills? And like that. I didn't even realize at the time that I drank pills. And at that moment, I realized that the enemy was trying to take my life. The enemy was trying to kill the seed which was planted in me, that would be of great significance as it is displaying at this point of time. And I just want to speak to someone and say that so many times we don't really love ourselves, or we have this low self-esteem. And I just want to tell you that every single event, no matter how small or big it is, that happens in your life is a sign of God's plan and His purpose for your life. The enemy tried to take my life at a very young age, and he tried to kill the seed which God planted in my life. And here I am today, still standing, still living my best life, being the happiest guy alive, the called, the chosen, living in God's purpose. I'm not saying I'm perfect. Many times I fall short of God's glory, I fall short of God's grace, but I would sometimes just sit and think back of what happened, and that already is such a great testimony and encouragement to me to get back on track and just living God's purpose and just living the best alive. There's nothing that the enemy do that can kill the seed of salvation which God has planted inside of you. And you are chosen, you are called, God loves you. There's nothing that you do that can make God love you less. There's nothing that you can do that can disqualify you from God's grace, because He has created you with His own hands. And I just want to tell you, God loves you. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for liking, subscribing. Thank you for showing love on my previous video. I love you guys so much, and I'm always so honored to share this kind of videos with you guys, because I know it imparts new hope, encouragement, and a new outlook towards life. Thank you guys for everything. I love you guys so much, and see you guys in the next video.